Was your week of gold making successful? If not, I'm here with another Friday of Prices, where I do the research so you can have more time to farm this weekend in World of Warcraft. Players are always looking for the better items to farm so they can make gold, and if you like this type of content, please hit the bell button with all to know when I upload, and if you're feeling stashy, join us on Patreon and Discord in the links below. Remember to check out my community tab for updates such as full times of uploads and more. Okay, fellow goblins and gnomes, remember all data will be shown on screen, so pause when needed to see prices. I've added a few more items to the list to expand this week. More will be added as we go and as more people are interested in this type of videos. Remember the prices are mid for all servers for US and EU. Tailoring is up first with a new addition to my list, Enchanted Lightless Silk. Now is not a new item, it's just a new addition to my list, which yes, you're going to need enchanting to go along with tailoring. My testing has shown Lightless Silk drops a lot more compared to 9.1, making tailoring a little bit better, but not by much. We do see a lot of down compared to up in tailoring. If you have a spot to farm cloth, I would suggest saving cloth for the item making. You can still make a lot of raw gold based off of that. Sell the Lightless Cloak Silk though. A lot of people don't farm cloth this expansion, so spots are many, to be honest with you. Now, if you choose this type of farm, expect mobs not to drop all the time and repetitive routes and so forth. This is the case with every farm, but more for tailoring. Skinning has some good shares of up and downs this week, but unlike other professions, these are stabilizing and there's so many spots out there that you can do when it comes to skinning. We do add Enchanted Heavy Callus Hide, which are going for a minimum of 499 gold in US and 893 in EU. That is not bad at all when it comes to skinning. Remember, when you skin spots, don't focus on known spots. These can be crowded and not produce nearly enough skins. This is something I farm by. I'd rather have 10 spots that people hardly go to, even if it gives me 5% or even 10% less compared to the spots where everyone goes to, because skinning is not mass shared, and don't get me started about other factions being there, so take that with a grain of salt, but more options is better. Herbalism is just like skinning, stabilizing very good. I don't expect it to tank anytime soon, but we are seeing a trend of decrease due to raid time out and such. That said, I added ground to the list to show price and compare it to the original parent item. Now I will state that the best to mill is Nightshade, easy to farm. Again, I suggest you do my original Maw Farm, seeing it's more toon friendly now. I will link the video in the description, but we'll do an update video soon. Now the reason you want to mill Nightshade is due to how much it produces compared to others, meaning you get little more plus the higher end pigments, which I have added to the list too. Comparing all herbs, Nightshade just produces a lot more trank pigments than any other. That said, I will test my moss spot plus a spot yet shown in the future video for y'all to compare to see which actually drops more. So in my opinion, if you are going the pigment way, always farm Nightshade as of now. Also note, yes, I know pigment is used for inscription, but seeing I don't have a section for that yet, I just added it to the parent item it comes from. If y'all want an inscription or others not shown in this video, let me know with y'all's comments. Mining, on the other hand, seems to be tanking more and more compared to herbalism. One of the main reasons are due to how much you get compared to herbalism and more nodes compared to them, which is strange because they both share the same node spots. Seems to me that Blizzard thinks we need tons more ore, but who knows. Moving along, I'm going to add Enchanted Lithium Bar and gems. Now, I suggest you stay away from gems, but making the bars could be very good gold. You would need to take enchanting, of course, or have a toon that does enchanting. Other than that, stay in the routes I showed y'all, but if those are not working, fear not, I have a lot more coming that actually might be up your alley, so let's move on. Let's go over cooking, something that tags along with most farms due to meats and such dropping for mobs. That said, with 9.1, Phantasmal has actually been very easy to obtain compared to pre. My suggestion, just like last week, do not focus on cooking alone. Do the world quest, pick a route that gives you the most meat and primary item you are farming. I want to add the feast to this and such, but we'll say this is going to make the list even longer. I want this list to be long, but I want to know what you want, okay? Link below is going to be a poll that I'm going to put on my community tab. Just go vote there and tell me what you would like to see on these types of videos. Fishing, as always, is for your taste and time. Yes, feasts and such use them, but understand it's a sit style of farming. In the US at least, the price is plummeting, but this is due to where we're at in the raid now. But as last week, you want to fish if you just want to chill and no running around. So that includes something like, just sitting there, watch some Netflix or something like that, and you don't want to really pay attention to mobs hitting you. This is the best way to go because, this is literally just sit there and click. I hope one day though that they come out with a better way to fish or an item, something like the angler Templar and Legion. Loved it and wish it would return. Let me know in the comments below if you actually wish that would return too as well. In the end, what should you farm? Here's my suggestion in order with pairing: skinning, herbalism and mining, tailoring, mining and fishing. As stated, cooking will be with all. This is what I will be farming this weekend due to prices. Also play with your server strengths. I'm only giving you an outline with mid prices, which are based on average. Your server might be a little higher on some resources or a little lower, so please double check if needed. With that, I hope you find this useful and decided to return to my channel for more content. If you did, please like, subscribe, and as always, stay stashy.